Babela, Mulumele, Ewela, Kamagu, Makosi, Hanyang, Rakhanye. And greetings to all. Oh. What's this side? It's Tuesday where we talk to each other and we talk about spiritual things that are worrying us spiritually. Tomela, who's there? Makosi Nkosi, Lisedi, Olivia, Tomela, Thelma. Great to see you guys here. And welcome. It's Tuesday. Remember, it's Tuesday. We are talking about spiritual things. Okay, this was tend to do my things somehow. Open my, yeah, there we go. So I can do that, calm myself like that a little bit. So guys, remember it's Tuesday. We're talking to each other. I'm here just in case someone is there and needs spiritual advice or anything that I can help with what I know. And guys, it is Tuesday. How great it is. Tuesday. Yes, it's our day, guys. It's our day where we relax and we talk about things. Anyway, so yes. Welcome. Remember, everyone, relax. And to ask me things, well, remember that this is just about talking, right? It's talking. I am talking about things that I know. And you talking about things that you know. We're sharing, guys. We're sharing. You need to relax and come to me as an equal. We are all equal here. We are here to talk about things that we are experiencing as spiritual people. I hope that we are initiate, even if you're already a Gobela, you're already a healer here, but we are here to share because as healers, we are always learning. Remember that. We are always learning. So that's what I'm here. I'm here for that. This is the day for that. Yes, Dimela Tiamo, great to see you here. So yes, that's what it is all about. Guys, Tuesday is all about sharing. Remember that, because if I start saying, ask me question, some of you might want to just express, do you want to express yourself, but you might be thinking that, you know, you have to, when you're here, you have to be asking me a particular question. It doesn't mean that. This is an open space for spiritual people to talk to each other about things that we are dealing with. Remember that. Things that we are dealing with. I keep on telling you guys, I am healing. I'm using this what they call it? This session for my healing. So I hope that as well, if you're here and you can find me like part of your healing process. I hope that is what it is, so that we all relax. Because I can, a lot of people kind of think like they have to be here, they have to ask me questions. No, we are here. Talk about it. Get it out. And remember, guys, because these videos they're gonna be there, right? So whatever you're sharing, don't express yourself too much in a way that you wouldn't want something to be there, right? Out there, remember that this is an open thing, right? This online thing. So you might be out there. So we want to express ourselves, but thinking that if there's something that you think is too personal, you don't want to share it, you don't want it to be out there, please remember that this video is going to be out there. So yes, but we are here sharing and hoping that we'll be healing each other, because you're a healer. Remember that. You're a healer. You're here, you're a healer. You're here as a healer to healer. We are healing each other through communication. Remember that. So, Togoza Sipiwe, Togoza. So, yes, that is what it is all about. Yes. Remember that I told you Tuesdays, I'm not going to come here prepared with what I'm going to be talking about. What I want to talk about is Tuesday is a day for me to just relax. And in case someone wants to heal through me, they can heal through me. And I can heal through them. Answering them is part of my healing process. Remember that. or just talking to you is part of my healing, because a lot of people don't understand what healing entails. Healing is a lot of things. Just me talking and giving you, oh, you asking me about this, oh, this means I think it's like that. It is me healing there. That is me healing. Remember that. So anyway, that is just that. It's Tuesday. Relax, and I hope you're gonna bring your light here, so we share that light. We can hanya together. We can hanya together. We can light each other as star people. I guess we can light each other. Light each other, so we can have that thing. I'm healing through this. That is good, Thelma. That is good. That's very good. Yes, we're healing, guys. We're healing. Healing takes a lot. Healing for healers. It means this. It means this. Sharing information. That is healing for some of us, not for everyone. For some of us. But for me, I find this part of my healing, just me being here. Like that, like I did, even preparing to come here, just dressing up, telling my people I'm gonna be there on Tuesday, I'm gonna be here, just be with me, make me khanya to others. It is part of healing. That process alone is healing for me. So yes, that is just what it's all about. So let's heal each other through talking. So that is just that. So what has been happening to me, so that you guys understand, but what has been happening to me, I'll share with you later, because you guys need to talk. So yes, we are healing through this talking. So what has been happening with your spiritual journeys, guys? What's been happening with you? What's been happening with you? I'm always interested in finding out how far you feel that you are, on this journey. By that I mean, how far do you think you're progressing faster? Do you think your things are, they're going slowly, or do you think you're stuck? Those kind of things. Because sometimes, yes, those questions. I always want to know, the people I'm talking to, how far you're getting on spiritually with this journey, in this journey. Anyway, that is just that, me talking too fast and sharing my drink with you guys. That is my Tuesday drink, Ovaltine, to give me that energy that I need. And remember, guys, I'm not going to be here today. I don't think I'm going to be here for long, because I have to pick my children from school. So yes, what's been happening with you guys? So Makomo says, I always wondered about the sounds and ringing in my ears, and dreams of an old woman telling me, "Gyatwasa." I did not understand until I listened to your videos about self-initiation and Abalozi. Oh, that is nice, Abalozi. Or Abalozi. That is nice. That's nice, Makomo. Welcome to the self-initiate journey. Welcome, you're in the right place. So that is good to know that there are people out there busy. Yes, I'm glad that you found some direction on this channel. So that's very good. That's really good. Yes. So yes, guys. What's happening, guys? You guys are quiet. Bempa Tovela Bempa. What does it mean if you hear your name but cannot see anyone? It really depends, Bempa. How are you hearing it? How are you hearing your name? Because for spiritual people, hearing sounds, hearing things like that, sometimes it's part of like when you're being opened. So when you're being opened, so like when they're heightening your hearing, that sensory system, the hearing. So you hear sounds, sometimes you hear music, sometimes you hear drums, sometimes you hear your name being called. So they are just opening that beat until it's open. Then you're not going to be like wondering who's calling my name. Excuse me, what's happening? Am I hearing things and stuff like that? Then you understand your people were opening you up. So it really depends. It really depends. Remember that we need spiritual ears here. Spiritual ears, meaning that we're going to be talking about spiritual things. So anything else we can't talk about, because this channel is about spiritual matters, meaning that hearing your names being called, it is a normal thing for healers, because it's part of our hearing. When we're talking about auditory stuff, that is when you hear sounds, you hear names, you hear like people talking and stuff like that. But it is not just like you hearing it. There's a reason why you're hearing that, because sometimes when if like for me, if I haven't been hearing my people properly, so they will try me like a little bit like are you hearing us? Like, you hear that? Are you hearing us? And if I don't hear them, then they'll keep on trying every 30 minutes until, so for other people to be like, you're hearing someone saying something, someone saying something, but it is your spiritual ears, your people sometimes. So Umpile Togozam, how come people never talk about Ndau from the mountains? And could you kindly touch on dating for spiritual people? And actually, Umpile, I was talking to an Ndau person about this recently, about the Ndau from the mountains, which is interesting. I was talking to this person yesterday about this, the mountain ones. But I'm not familiar with the Ndau from the mountain. All I know is that from the information I got was that a lot of the Mandau, the Ndau tribes were living near the mountains. A lot of Ndau people were living near the mountains. So it makes sense that when your Ndau spirits comes, you be like a director towards the mountain side of things. But from what the Mandau spirit says is that they are water spirits. But remember, they are of water and what? Of water and land. So that means, obviously, even the mountain will be part of their things. Because especially the Mandau spirits as well, when they are teaching me about, how we're supposed to be living, they show me a lot of things like what they like. They like mountains being left alone and stuff like that, like people not messing up with mountains and stuff like that, so that when we are living around near the mountains and stuff like that, we can feed off the mountains. Like, you can have that mountain view in the background, we can feed off it. That is when they're teaching me about how we're supposed to be living. A lot of things that we are making mistakes of as we're building and stuff like that, building houses and stuff like that. So they love showing mountains. Like, they love that being left like that as mountains, like you're living, and like for other people who say you've got a view of the mountain, the Mandau spirits, they love that beat, the mountains being left like that. Okay. And could you kindly touch on dating for spiritual people? Yes, I think I talked about some dating. What would you like to know, Umpile? What would you like to know about dating? Because dating is different. I talked about relationship things. Some people are asking about relationship things on the thing. When you're saying dating, what do you mean? Dating as in dating, you mean like starting like boyfriend, girlfriend stuff and stuff like that, and then moving forward, and who you're supposed to be looking for and stuff like that? Is that what you mean, Umpile? Remember, guys, you do not want me to be leading on this. You want to talk to me and tell me what you actually mean, so that I don't project, and I don't make assumptions, and I don't insert too much of myself without actually understanding you properly. Okay. Yes, okay. Tobe Gogom, I'm always having dreams of taking people to the river. Umpile, let us know what you mean by dating. You mean dating as in boyfriend and girlfriend, starting, or dating as in being in a relationship already, or dating as in, dating is a lot, guys. What do you mean by that? I'm always having dreams of taking people to the river for cleansing and things that must be used. I don't feel good about those dreams because I fear water and I'm not a qualified healer. To be a qualified healer, isn't it that you keep on practicing until you become qualified? So you're practicing in your dreams, and then you practice in real life, then you become a qualified healer. I think that's how we work, especially as healers. Our people will practice us in dreams, and then they will take us physically to those places. And then if you fear the water, they will make sure that they take off that fear through dreams. They take off your fear through dreams. They work on your fear of the water through dreams. And then when you start going to the water, that fear goes. Because that's how they treat us. That's how they treat us. Okay. And you'll be able to do it. Most of us we were like that, but as time goes on, we started, all you just do with water is just have to respect water, especially if you're carrying the water spirits. You just have to respect it, because you can't be operating like any other person who's just operating. You're carrying water spirits, people. So when you go in there, you're going there, meaning that there are spirits there for you as a water spirits carrier. So you know that for you it means more. So when you're going towards those rivers, when you see other people just going into the rivers and going to the sea, like swimming and stuff like that, for you have to go with that respect that for me it is different. It is a different thing when I'm going to the water, even if there are other people swimming there, just swimming because they love swimming. But for me, I know I'm a water spirits carrier. Therefore, and I know that there are spirits living within that water. So for you, it's different. So when you go with that respect, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Your fear will go. But your people will get it out. They'll get it out. They'll get it out. What I'm saying they'll get it out is that's why you see some dreams. They go through your fear. They'll keep on showing you something that you're scared of. Or they'll keep on putting you in something that you're scared of. You wake up sweating because you wake up like, oh my gosh, that fear of drowning in the water. They show you drowning in dreams in the water. So that you deal with that beat. So next time they show you actually trying to swim, to float in the water, you're dealing with your fear in dream state. Next time they show you swimming, the people are showing you that fear is going, isn't it? Next time they show you jumping actually like from high up somewhere, just jumping through the water and just like even calling other people to come in. You understand? So they get rid of that fear through the treatment in dreams. Your treatment will be in dream format. And then when you go physically to the water, already you're treated. So you'll be fine. Tando, Kamagu Tando, good to see you here. Are there healthy spiritual marriages? I've heard of one healer getting married to her guide. She had to do a ceremony to ask her spiritual husband to let her have a physical husband. Tando, I've heard of something like that. The way I understand it as well. When you're saying, you mean the person has got is married to a guide, but then has got a spiritual. That is two different things that I'm not familiar with. I don't think you can have two. You can have two as in. Oh, okay. So you mean by a guide, you mean like spiritual, your soul partner, right? As in spiritual husband, the people who say spiritual husband, right? Guys, remember, let's not mix these two. Some people, they do get married to some water energy things. These things is not physical and it will never be physical, right? And then some things is that you have a soul partner or what you might call spiritual husband, right? Some people, they call it spiritual husband, meaning that will be in a form of physical. Like in physical life, you'll have someone that you're in the spiritual term, like in dream format, they will show you that person physically and in dream wise. So that means you relate the physical person with the dream person, meaning that dream one is a soul partner. Okay, Let's see what this is all about. It's falling apart. We do not want feathers falling, do we? Okay, let me start afresh because this one can be confusing with the way I'm explaining it. Some people, they do get married to some water people things. How do you call them? I do not know about that one. This is hearsay. I shall stop it there. I do not know about it. I shall stop it there. But I've seen it. I've heard someone talking about it, and I understood it in the way. But my people haven't explained it to me, so I leave it there. So anyway, when you have a soul partner, meaning that spiritual partner, right? Meaning that your people might have introduced you to that person in physical format, right? You'll be introduced to this person in physical format who's coming there to help you heal, to help you grow spiritually faster, right? So this person can die. If they die, I'm just giving you something. If this person die, they'll be in the dream format only. So that means you wouldn't be seeing them in physical terms. So they'll become like a guide, like part of your ancestors, but still, they'll still continue being what? Your spiritual partner. Remember that. Now, when it comes to meeting someone now who you're going to be having fun with, you're going to be playing house with, you're going to be married to physically, it is not about asking what they call permission from that spiritual husband, as in soul partner in dream format. It means you might have healed something whereby that person goes in the background, because remember, it's not there to be like playing house, getting married and stuff like that. Unfortunately, is that the feelings will be taking you towards that. So what happens is that your people will introduce you to someone who's gonna be helping you physically, like living with you, where you're having kisses and stuff and children and stuff like that, right? Like a soulmate kind of thing. So you'll have the soulmate, but even that one will still be in the background. You'll still be having them, dreaming about them in dream format kind of thing. But physically, obviously, you know they're there or they're not there, right? Those are the two things. But then when we're talking about like something that is never lived, like you're married to something from the seas or something from the water, I do not have enough information with that one. But remember, people get confused with the spiritual partner and the soul partner. People get confused with that one. Yes, it could be that other people think you need to ask for permission, because what happens is that it can be overwhelming in a way that it is difficult for you to meet others outside and be openly in love with others, like allow others to love you and for you to love them, because that one will be disturbing your peace in the background, right? But remember this, if you are not healed and you're still going to be healing, that means that peace, whether you're married or not, is going to be disturbed, because you still have to even whether you ask permission or not, that one is automatically going to be coming to reveal things that you need to work on, whether you like it or not, whether you ask permission or not. If there's something that they need to help you to help you heal so that you can grow up spiritually or go further up the level spiritually, that person is going to be popping in and out. Do you understand? I hope that makes sense. All right. Where was I? That's Ndau. She had to do a ceremony to ask her spiritual husband to let her have a physical husband. Yes. And what happens as well in dream format, Ndau, with that one, because I know you talked about something similar to this, we talked about this. And that one as well, the ancestors, remember that this soul partner or spiritual partner for others, this soul partners is their ancestors and your ancestors. They're already in this kind of thing together. Like this is not something that can be broken. Whether you move on or you don't move on, cannot be broken, right? So what happens is that sometimes they will have like spiritual, these families, they will have meetings so that they talk about how they can help their children. Even if you are not married, you put into that connection before you get married. They'll meet and talk to each other about how they can work with those two affected physical living people, to help them move along the process so that they are not affected by each other spiritually. Right? When I'm saying affected by each other spiritually, I mean that because this connection is too deep, guys. So they will talk, they will have those kind of meetings and stuff like that. They'll even show you in dream format how things are being talked about, whereby they are allowing one of you, or they're allowing both of you to try and help each other to not affect each other too much spiritually, so that you can allow someone to live and have cuddles and have kisses, because the other one physically is not going to be like that, isn't it? But the spiritual one is going to be disturbing. So your people will talk to each other, and with your higher self and that person's higher self, spiritual, so that they can say, please allow the physical living people at least to have some fun. These people, they want cuddles, people want to touch each other, you understand? So they will have those kind of things. I guess you can say ceremonies. There will be a lot of things being done, but whether they have ceremony or not, that cannot be it cannot be stopped, guys. It cannot be stopped. It cannot be stopped. It can be eased off a little bit, but it cannot be stopped. I hope people don't get fooled. Okay, Olivia. I should not say that, because that is wrong as a healer, because we hear things differently from our ancestors. According to my ancestors, those things cannot be stopped. If it's supposed to happen, it will happen. If you move on to someone physically and you get married, yes, you'll get married, but that person will still have to know that that one cannot be cancelled, cannot be stopped. It will be lingering. It might go blank, like you're living okay, you're going on, you're nice to each other, like whatever you meet a boyfriend or you get married or stuff like that, you might be in that kind of thing, happy and stuff like that. But when you're about to something that is about to happen for you spiritually, that one will pop in, and then they open the volume. The intense love will come up, so that you can deal with whatever you're dealing with. So whether you move on or not, that would still be in the background, according to my people. Olivia, Togoza Olivia, dedicate, Togoza dedicate. I answered my calling, okay, and self-initiate, okay. Lately, I dreamt that I finished my MBA, okay, and now hired as a lecturer and shown my office and where to assist people. Oh, that's great. That sounds really good. Then I told my mentor my dream, and she told me that my things are not going well and we should start afresh. I really feel she's now being tricky, and I should stop talking to her altogether. Seems she's never happy about my progress and interprets my dreams wrong, Gogo. You need to talk to your people, because I think your people wouldn't, if you are in a wrong place, your people will get you out of it, okay? So you should talk to your people about things like that, because it will be difficult for me to advise you on this one. Only your people will let you know if you're supposed to come out of the place, okay? Because if you're a lecturer, they're just showing you that you're at that bit where you're supposed to be teaching others. Tando, Peter, no, Gogo, it was not a spiritual partner. The marriage was purely spiritual, with a spiritual entity. I think she said the Mkulu was one of the guides. Eh? Mkulu was one of the guides. So it was, that one is real, Tando, but I do not have enough information to talk about it yet. If it's not a spiritual plan, it's purely spiritual entity. Yes, I heard it is real, but I cannot talk much about it because I haven't had my people explaining that bit for me. So I hope, like, after this, they will explain those things to me, because I can't explain it properly. So because I don't know much about it. But I know it is real. It is real to others. It happens to others, and people are happy. I mean, seriously, I think happiness is happy. Guys, when you're in this spiritual journey, you'll start to see different kinds of happiness that sometimes we, as people just living physically, thinking about things in a logical terms, we don't take notice of, we don't notice them. When you're in this spiritual journey, you tend to see that some things, some spiritual things, living spiritually, only spiritual without any other physical person, you can be really happy. And even with these spiritual entities, you can be really happy. I mean, seriously, but I do not know much about it, but I know that it is possible. You can be, I mean, it's possible. It is possible. But I can't talk about it much because I don't know much about it, Tando. But when my people come back with information, I'll be here talking about it. Okay. Makomu Ndlovu Tobela Kuku, Tobela Makomu. I'm Mulobedi is there Abalozi spirit in the Balubedi people? It must be there because I'm carrying Balubedi ancestors as well. Like some of my ancestors who gifted me were Balubedi. So I guess they must have. Yes, they must have. Excuse me. Yes, they must have. Okay. Umpile, because it means as well, there's part of me with the Balubedi people, because if they've given, anyway, when I talk about my guides properly, when my people can come and explain things to me properly for me to share, I'll share everything with you, so you'll understand. Because even the family tree, with especially related to why we're getting all these spirits, different spirits from different things. Once they'll come to explain it properly. At the moment, because they're still training me, they do not want me to go off the road, as in driving, start parking on the sides, and taking a break. They want me to drive straight where they said I'm supposed to be going, until they tell me to stop, to put petrol in the car. Now I'm talking about metaphorical. So I'll come and explain some things related to how I see my journey and how my people explain it properly, so that we can understand a lot of things that are happening to us. Okay, I'll come and explain that bit, Makumo. Okay, Umpile, how does being in a relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend, affect your self-initiation journey? Your ancestors show you and tell you things to do. Yes, Umpile, yes. So when you're the moment your people start guiding, whether you're with a boyfriend or you're with a girlfriend, depending what you like, right? Your preference. Your people will be, especially if they're training you, if the person around you is not going to be good for you on this journey. What I'm saying, not good for you guys, not good is so many things. It could be like someone, you're dating someone and someone like drinks too much, whereby they cause you as well to want to drink too much while your people are training you. You forget your dream while you're dreaming, because you were drinking too much, because this person is, you are so much in love with this person. When they say, another glass, you're taking it. Ooh. Your people are not going to want you to have a boyfriend or girlfriend like that. Or if this person maybe is not supporting you, like when you're talking about, oh my gosh, yesterday I had a sleep paralysis, oh my gosh, and stuff like that. The person starts saying, witchcraft, you should go to church. I'm just giving an example. You should go to church, get rid of these things. Your people have shown you what? The bones. Oh my gosh, I'll pray with you for it so that it doesn't come. Your people are not going to want someone like that. If your people are like traditional healers, they're not going to want someone like that around you, because this person is going to be confusing you. You understand? So your people will be showing you people that are not right for you. And if someone is good for you and they can see this person is like, wow, you dreamt about what? Tell me about it. Oh wait, what was happening? You were going into the river with who? Oh my gosh, I'll go with you to the river. Let's just go and walk there to the river. If your people see someone doing that with you, they're gonna like that person, because the person is is directing you towards the right things, what they want you to be doing. You understand? So they'll be happy with someone who's building you up, someone who's making you grow, as in boyfriend and girlfriend, and someone who's not taking you out of the way. So your people will be showing you even dreams, that person, you know, you're eating with that person, and you've got ancestors, they're happy, they're talking to this girlfriend that you're with. But if they're showing you in the dream that this person is with you, they're showing him or her doing, I'm talking about boyfriend and girlfriend, him doing some things and hiding things and doing things that they don't like, what they're just trying to say is that this person is not right for you, meaning that it's not right for you in this path at this particular moment. Because remember, people can change. So, but they're showing you that at this moment in time, this person is not good. We're not going to be able to work with you, with this person around you, because this person is going to be a hindrance for you. This person, maybe, let's say that I'm giving you examples, guys. I'm giving you an example based on real life situations. This person is like them. You're dreaming there, they're playing music so loud at night, you can't even wake up to reflect on the dreams and stuff like that. Whose ancestors gonna want that? Especially when they want you to wake up and reflect. You understand? Those are the things that they will be showing you that person is not right for you. This person is not right for you. Even you energetically, if they see that you are not listening, they'll make you feel it even energetically. You'll start seeing that when you're around this person, you just get upset, you just get angry, you just don't, it's like something is not right when they are in your company. Because your people now, they're making you feel it energetically, because you're not listening to them in dreams. You understand? If they're not yet talking to you, so they'll make you feel it, because they'll be like like when the ancestors channel through you. Sometimes when they think we've had enough, so they do the emergency channeling, right? They channel through you. So that means they'll make sure that they channel through you, but energetically, so that this person, it's like you get annoyed when they're around in your presence, because your people have been trying to warn you, like this person is not going to be good while you're initiating, but you're not listening. Even with friends, guys, when you're initiating, you can see some people, they are being pushed out. Even for you, energetically, you push them out. You understand? And physically, you don't want to be around them, because they are not good for you. I'll give you an example with something I was reading recently about if you were like, I don't know if this is the right thing, right? I don't know if this is the right thing to say. If you are an alcoholic and you're trying to stop drinking, and all you have around you is alcoholics, and you're living in a shebeen or in a place where they're selling alcohol, and really you want to stop drinking, it's going to be difficult for you to stop drinking, right? Because you are there, you're exposed to that, you're always being pulled towards that, the thing that you don't want, you want to get rid of, right? But most of the time where you see you do better is when you get yourself out of that environment and putting yourself, being away from that environment, being away from those people. When you meet them, they want to be drinking, they even say, come on, it's just a little bit of glass, come on, just a glass, it's not going to affect you. You understand? You're not going to be around those people. Spiritually, it's like that, guys. It's like that spiritual. Okay. And your ancestors, they'll show you if someone is good or someone is not good. That one, they'll show you straight. They will not even play around with you. They'll show it to you like that, straightforward. It's just us people, we do not listen. In dream format, guys, ancestors, they will show it to you. That one, they do not play around with. They will show it to you. We just do not listen. Togoza. Okay, Tabani Togoza. Mzanempi. Togoza. Car dreams, I lived over 200 kilometers from home. First dream, I saw myself arriving at my place, having driven all the way from home, but not knowing how I got there. Second dream, I saw myself getting home, having driven from my place, but not knowing how I got there. In both dreams, I got so terrified, asking myself how I got to my destination without remembering anything about the road there. So what is happening to you physically? How do you get to places where you don't remember what has happened around in between? because this is about your life in general. If you're living and you don't know how you get to where you get your destination, your proper destination, how you got there, that means there's a helping hand in there. Your people are helping you to get there. But as well, even if we have a helping hand to get us to the destination, the destination that we're supposed to get to, we still need to find out how we got to it. Because as living people physically, you want to know everything that has happened to there. You don't want to have a blackout, right? A blackout, you walk out of the house, you go to the shops, the last thing you remember, you were getting in the car from the shop and driving back home, you end up at home. You do not want that lapse in memory. You understand that erasure, because it means you get so distracted so much that the only time, let me just give you in real time, as in when you start seeing yourself living like that, as in physical, and it's not good either. Sometimes as people we can get to situation where it's like, you from this part you get there, from this part you get there, it becomes a routine. From here you get there, from here you get there, from here you get there. So the road becomes too familiar for you. So next time you just get on a bus or on your car, you get to that place that you're supposed to go to, because you're used to getting there, right? But the problem with that is that it is a problem as in physical. It is very wrong. As a person, you should remember each step, even though you're familiar with the road, you're familiar with everything to get to you to that place, but you should remember every step, what you've seen from here, what happened in between before you got there. Were the traffic lights red? Were they green? How long you waited? Did you pass people? You need to be observant, you understand? Because as a healer, we need to know everything that is happening around us. You cannot be a healer who gets blanked out and then just end up and be happy that I've healed someone, but you don't know how. Even if your ancestors were healing that person, but you want to know the person came to you in Ndumba, right? I'm giving you too many examples in one so that you look at your life in general. Zinempi, Mzanempi. Someone walks into your Ndumba, your ancestors if your ancestors, they're channeling through you. All you remember is someone walking in your Ndumba and someone saying, "Thank you, Gogo, I'm going," right? Your people have taken over. Our people, even if they take over, but they want us to remember different things, because this is learning. You have to know everything. This person walked in the Ndumba, they took their shoes off, they went and sat here. When they were sitting here, if you were lighting candles, I lit the candles, or I lit the impepo on this side. Ooh, I looked there, I looked there, I looked there. I saw the herbs there. I saw this there. I saw this there. When this person was sitting down, I saw the way she was sitting. The way she was sitting, she didn't look comfortable, isn't it? All those things. And then when I started channeling through my people, this started happening, and I could see the person who was sitting down, like the patient was looking like this. My people took over, and then, because these are the people who want to take over, but they don't care, they don't want you to see what is happening, but they'll tell you anyway. But their ancestors like this will take over. The ancestors will let you see everything that is happening through you when you're helping someone, right? But what I'm trying to say is that you do not want to have a lapse in that thing where you do not know how you go to your destination. Guys, a car is just metaphoric. You get in the car, you have to remember how you went from this point A to B, what was in between. The process of getting from A to B, in between what was happening there. You want to know that bit. If you don't know, that means physically you've got that problem. You've got that problem. So you need to work on it to see what is it that you're doing. That sometimes you just find that things, you actually end up doing it right, but you don't know how. You don't know how. We all want to know what has happened. What has, even if you're writing exams, you know how you were answering that paper. That's why you passed it. But you don't want to just sit down there and you've written, you don't know what you've written. You get a pass, you get surprised. Wow, I got a pass. That's what I was expecting. No, we want to remember everything. I answered that question like this, like that, like that. That's why that pass is important, because if you don't, you get a fail, you don't remember how you answered your paper. I'm giving examples, taking it back to metaphorical car. How you answered that paper, you're not going to be arguing that I should have got a pass mark, right? Because you don't remember anything in between, how you wrote things. You don't know what question 1 was involving, what you wrote, the answer was. Question 2, you don't know. Question 3, you don't know. Question 4, you don't know. If it is a fail, if you're not lucky, you got your destination. If it's a fail, how are you going to backtrack? Because as healers, we're supposed to know what? To backtrack, to go back, so that we move forward. We do not want to just be happy in the presence. Our car got us to the destination, but in between, how? That is a big problem. That memory needs to be, your people needs to help you with that one. Okay, that was the so arriving place, having driven all the way from home, but not know how to get there. Okay, second dream, okay, home, having driven from my place, but not knowing how to get there. We've got a problem with the memory. And in both dreams, I got so terrified, asking myself how I got to my destination without remembering. Yes, you've got a problem with that. Actually, if I'm thinking about this, Zanempi, when my people were helping me with, they were teaching me about the memory, right? The being forgetful. I think I talked about it last time when I was talking about the Abalozi, with driving a car and I couldn't find my way back home. So my people were helping me with the memory, being forgetful. You cannot be forgetful as a healer. You cannot be forgetful as a healer. You need to know who comes to you and how long they haven't been to you. You need to remember why when they were coming to you, no matter how many people they come to you, you need to remember everything. You need to account for everything that happens to you as a healer and people who comes to you as a healer. So memory has to be worked on properly. So you've got a problem with an dedicate, okay. Tando, I understand. Thank you, Gogo. I think I just need to keep an open mind about it. Okay. And Tando, when you've been introduced to a soul partner, right? If you've been introduced to a soul partner, and then your people will introduce you to someone. If it's not yet time for you to be with that person, as in physically be with that person, your people will introduce you to the right person who will be pushing you as well, even though the other one will be there. But you'll be introduced to the right person who will be, you'll feel comfortable around. My class, Torella, what does it mean when you dream being chased by people, then you run using both your hands and your legs like the way animals walk? And do you know what animals you were mimicking, my class? Remember, guys, this question, when we have, our totems, right? Our totems is in from your totem elephant, fish, buffalo, or monkeys, all those totems, lion and stuff like that. So sometimes when ancestor spirits and guides are talking to us, they will talk to us, meaning that sometimes your ancestors will appear as that totem. Like if it's from, like I'm giving an example with me with this one because it's normal for me, right? My ancestors from my mother's side will appear as like the monkeys, right? I know that I'm dealing with my ancestors from that part. Or sometimes it's the elephants. That means I'm dealing with from my father's side, the ancestors from my father's side. Sometimes even me, I see myself as an elephant, behaving like an elephant, and actually having every sensory things like an elephant, and like behaving like one, doing everything like an elephant, because that is my totem, and that's what it means spiritually for me, because I'm an elephant even spiritually, right? So you see yourself doing those things. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be an elephant. It depends on the kind of spirits you're carrying as well. Sometimes you see yourself in the dream doing those things like those whatever spirits you're carrying, you'll be doing them. So if you go on all fours, what kind of animals will go on all fours? Especially when they are showing us, when we turn into whatever animal spirit, that it is your animal spirit. You'll be not only doing the animal spirit as in walking, You will be even the is it feelings, the behaviors, and yeah, the feelings, I guess. It will be like that animals. Like even when you're going around, let's say maybe you turn into a monkey, right? And then you are around dogs. You'll be behaving like a monkey around dogs. You'll be sensing the dogs like a monkey will sense dogs. You understand? If you're a monkey or you're an elephant around lions, you will be behaving like an elephant around lions, and you'll be sensing the elephants like an elephant. You'll be sensing the lions like an elephant will do around monkeys, right? And you'll be behaving the way that an elephant will behave around monkeys, as in the forest, the way in their natural habitat, the way they'll behave around each other. The behavior will be as exactly, you will be sensing them like exactly as the elephant will do. You'll be feeling the vibration on the floor the same way as the elephant will do. So if you're going on for all fours, it means you're going on all fours in an animal way. But what kind of animal was it? Because you have sensed in that dream that your behavior, you are going on all fours like this kind of animal. You'll be thinking in that dream that, this is like I'm about to go on all fours like a dog, or going on all fours like a monkey, or going on all fours like whatever animals this that your people were showing you going into that. And sometimes with that as well, is that sometimes as human beings, let's say you are in the forest. I'm talking now. I'm just talking to you about my dreams, right? Sometimes you'll be like like a human being like this. You're going in the forest. You're just normal, but then you're trying to protect yourself around other things that are trying to harm you, right? Because some animals will be like they'll behave like the way they're supposed to behave, like animals, right? Even though you know, but it's a teaching. I'm giving a teaching. So for me, I will be trying to protect myself. I will turn into my animal behavior, my animal thing, meaning that I can turn into the highest form of the elephant to protect myself from all other animals in that forest. Because I have to use every given, every, what do you call it? What do you call it? You as a living person, spiritual, you can use different kind of protections, right? You can do circles, you can do like the V's, you can do different kinds of protections. Well, I'll talk to you about it one day. You can use all kind of protection depending on what you're protecting yourself against, right? Some protections, they don't work around in the environment that you're in, spiritually in dreams format. So sometimes you use the highest form, the one that will be able to help you get out of that dangerous environment at that particular moment in that dream format. In the spiritual, this is spiritual, guys. Remember that. Anyway. So, but when you're going on all fours, you'll be thinking, because your people will want you to think about what you're doing, the behavior you're about to do, what you're about to do. What you're turning into what? In the dream, you'll be thinking as in you'll be having, you'll be thinking as you're doing that. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Where was I? Melin, Togoza Melin. South Africa, Somlota, always dream at school, sometimes at home, and my father refusing. Guys, I just want to burn some incense. I like the smell of it. Sage. Okay. I always dream at school, sometimes at home, and my father refusing to take me back to school. Sometimes I even know what I'm studying, medicine, but corresponding. Last night I dreamt both my parents refusing that I go to this school. Sometimes the assignments are too difficult. Sometimes I'm driving to school by myself. Sometimes I'm at school and I'm washing, getting ready for class. Okay. And then what is your question? Okay. Sometimes you okay. sometimes at home, sometimes my father refusing to take me back to school. Sometimes I even know what. Remember, the school dreams are very straightforward, even though sometimes they might not look like they're straightforward. Because school dreams are about, they are working with you about something that you might need to look at, to study that properly, look at this thing properly. Or sometimes they are taking you to school because they just want to let you know you're gonna be learning, right? You're gonna be learning, you're on a learning process kind of thing, right? So sometimes like if they're saying, if you're saying your father refusing to take you to school, there's a reason why your father will be refusing to take you to school. But if he is refusing to take you to school and you say here you can drive to school, why are you not going to school yourself? You understand? So sometimes I even know what I'm studying, medicine, but corresponding, you know that if you corresponding means that you're studying from home, right? Like a lot of us healers, like you call self-initiation kind of thing. You're studying from home, you're corresponding. Okay? Sometimes, okay, both my parents refusing that I go to this school. But why are they refusing for you to go to this school? What kind of school is it? What kind of school is it? Because remember, these things sometimes is related to what is happening in real life. What is happening in real life? What is being, why is this particular school, why are you getting this kind of resistant to go to this particular school? And what kind of school is it? Look at your life, what is happening to you around. Is there something that you're doing that there's a resistance to it? You doing it, being able to learn properly, because where you're going, where you're being taken, some people, they don't want you to be learning in that way. So you need to look at what's happening with you. Okay, Richard Togoza. I dreamed this school with all peoples in uniforms, but I was on my normal clothes and we wrote a test and I passed. That's very good. The teacher told me I should be the teacher, not a student, because I got everything. I don't need to be in school. That's very good. Your dreams are straightforward. They're telling you exactly that. Because remember, sometimes it's not about uniform, guys. Remember, remember that, guys, with these spiritual things, unless if your people want you to be in that particular way, your people can show you not wearing a uniform, meaning that you're not wearing a uniform, others are wearing a uniform. They're just showing you, sometimes you're doing this, you're not looking around you. You need to be like this, but you're being like that. But sometimes they're showing you like that. You are happy to even go there, even if now you don't have every tools that is needed for you to be in that school. But you can see the dreams will be, they'll be showing you. You're wearing a uniform, they're okay with it. You're not wearing a uniform, they're okay with it. You're not wearing a uniform, other people are wearing a uniform, they're not happy with that. It will be obvious even in the dream. So they're showing you, the teacher is telling you that you should be teaching. Yes, you should be teaching. That means you need to think about yourself. You've been learning, you're passing your exam very well. You should be teaching, like Ngakatokulu is doing. This is teaching, if in the ancestral format. This is teaching, right? You should be teaching. You should not be in school, but teaching. We're putting in. Remember that we are assuming we are all healers, right? But sometimes some people, they take time. Sometimes you take too long. So your people will keep on showing you being a teacher, but you still believe that you're supposed to be learning. You still have to be learning. Some learning, we learn as we go, meaning that you learn as in doing practicals. As a healer, you learn through practicals. Do you understand what I mean? You'll be learning and learning, and your people now are tired. They want you to start, want people to start coming to you. They want you to start saying to people, I'm praying for you to be better, right? I'm doing this for you to be this. I'm doing this for you to be this. Because this is the thing, this is a struggle with our people, especially you guys who just want to be students and do not want to end up being teachers. When your people are fed up, they'll start putting you they'll start showing you that, no, it's not fed up. Guys, remember, my language sometimes can be like that. But it's not like they are fed up, but they're just showing you that you are at that stage where you can be what? A teacher. But because you'll be still afraid. But once you open that, you get that nervousness out. Someone comes to you and your people channel, you open that bit, that is it. You become a teacher. Teacher/student. Okay. All right. Melin, okay, where was I? What was I? Okay, Mahulu, thank you. Oh, thanks, Mahulu. I'm glad that I could help. Melinda goes, I know you have addressed this before, but I keep having these school dreams. High school. Well, my dreams do not take place in the same setting. Sometimes we're on a school trip. That's good. Sometimes I'm in a class or just outside the school, but always I'm in class. But nothing of significance is being said or done. I'm just there at school going on about my day. I'm seeking clarity on this. Remember that you are in school, everything is fine. It's fine. They're just showing you are in school. Sometimes you're on field trip. They're just showing you that your learning will involve what? Being on field trip, right? So therefore, you see now in your dreams, I'm not talking about school dreams. After that school dreams, the dreams that comes after that, you'll be learning about other things, but it won't be like you're in the school setting. But your dreams will be like they're teaching dreams. That means you are now learning. But if you are in high school, that means they're using the high school kind of teaching to teach you about whatever it is that they're teaching you about. Meaning that you should be behaving like a high school student, even when you're looking at those dreams. In those dreams, you should be like someone in high school learning like that. So it is not necessarily that they will take you to school and show you exactly what they're going to be teaching you. No, they are saying we are taking you to school now. They show you in class, sitting around, looking at the teacher, waiting for the teachers to come in class, or sitting there with other students, or being happy, or leaving school. All they're just saying is that we're taking you to school. Now, what's your dreams? What are your dreams? What is happening in your dreams? Are you seeing yourself eating? Are you seeing yourself in restaurant? Are you seeing yourself in other settings? Are you seeing yourself doing other things with other people? Are you seeing yourself doing other things that needs a lot of things, all these kind of things that we're learning about when we are on this journey in school. So they will use the high school kind of what they call it, the high school, what they call it in school, syllabus, to teach you about things. When you're in a restaurant, the way you're behaving, they show you, is this behavior like someone who's going to high school will be behaving like this, knowing that by sitting like this with their legs on top of the table in a restaurant full and putting a stick in your mouth and talking with food in your mouth splitting out, is this like a high school kind of thing? Is what you're looking at it in being in high school, is this normal? Because what you're behaving like someone who's supposed to be in nursery, preschool. But your people are saying, correct this bit like a high school student. So therefore, that means all the dreams, they'll be correcting you like that. You'll be seeing yourself correcting yourself now, behaving like you're in high school now. In high school, we need to behave like this. I should know about these kind of things, isn't it? Then next time you see yourself in another way, talking to your friends, the way you're behaving like you have that respect, like someone who thinks that the high school teacher might pass by. You're not going to do things that in high school they're teaching you about things like do not steal like this and make it. Okay, I should not go there. I should be serious about this. Okay, like in high school, like you have to behave like that. So anyway, and being in a school trip as well, field trip, sometimes they will show you what my people used to do with the field trip. Like sometimes we'll be going, we'll be visiting even other schools or going to other universities, like universities in Africa and stuff like that. In other places, sometimes you'll be seeing yourself, you're in school. This is not a school like a normal school that you are in a different country in a school. So it could be that as well, when they're showing you that there are other people who are going to be coming like that. So you see even the students you're studying with, they'll be like from the spirits that are going to be coming to you in future, coming to you. So they're getting you used to being around different students, different people, because they are just preparing you for the thing, for what's coming up. And field trips are very nice as well. You need to see why you are in a field trip. Where are you going and what are you studying in the process, on the move? And where it is. You're being taken to somewhere to learn about what? Then you understand your ancestors. Oh, wow. We went there to learn about these things. We were doing some electrical things. We were trying to connect. It was like electrical kind of things. We've been taken to ESCOM to try and understand why we don't get electricity. Electricity goes in and out and stuff like that. But if you look at it properly, you will see what you were doing, what your people were trying to tell you, but they're using what? They're using what is happening in real life to show you that now we're taking you there, but we're going to be correcting you in this way. Or we're going to be teaching you in this way, in this format. School dreams, there's so many. They will use all the subjects. Let me just put it this way. They'll use all the subjects, maths, they'll use biology, meaning that you might see yourself in that setting where you've been taken to the lab. Sometimes you see yourself being taken to another country to be like they are teaching you about the arts, stuff like that. So it means that your people, sometimes it might take long. Sometimes you find that after a month or two, or maybe after a couple of weeks, you see ancestors with that knowledge. With that knowledge, coming to share that knowledge with you. They were just showing you that you're going to be on this kind of learning. But it's not like it's going to be shown like this. But after sometimes you see, my ancestors, I saw myself going there. This ancestor, they were just showing me my ancestors like this. My ancestors was good as this. My ancestor was working like this. My ancestor was working like this. You understand? So your school trips, sometimes they get revealed later on. Okay. All right. Where was I? Who was I replying to? They're scared. Okay. All right. Melin, okay. Sometimes in class, just outside, always in class, but nothing significant is being said or done. There's always something very important being done. Sometimes you might not see it. Melin, there's always something happening. With school dreams, school dreams doesn't mean like it's just school dream and it ends. The dreams that comes after the school dreams will be showing you everything about what you're learning, guys. The moment you're in school dream, observe your dreams that comes after that. Then you understand what your learning is all about. What you are learning about. So, and then observe when you pass your exams, what you have been learning about. So it will show you in the dream that you've been learning about this, and this. Your people, they think physically you're good in this way, you get to pass. They correspond. As in dream state, physically it might not be like working like as in dream state, but physically they're watching you. They're watching you. They're showing you how you're performing, what you're doing, and what you're learning in dream state, and they're watching you how you're behaving and performing in physical terms. The two, they need to correspond. For you to pass, the two has to work together. If you don't pass, you get a fail. That means you fail physically as well. Okay. Okay, where was I? South Africa, some lot. Okay, I need to understand what all these dreams mean. They are scaring me. He's refusing in the dream. Who's refusing? Okay. Yeah, but what is he refusing? What is he refusing? Oh, okay. You're okay. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, Melin, thank you. And yes, I have been eating quite a lot in my dreams lately. Even once when I was dreaming about in school, it happened. Yes, and eating dreams are very important. You just need to see who you're eating it with, how you're behaving around, what are you talking about, are you being expressive and stuff like that, what is happening around that kind of thing. Because when they put you there, because when we're eating, we need to relax, we need to be enjoying whatever it is that we're eating, we need to be comfortable, the way you are in real life, they'll show you in dreams, like, are you comfortable, are you uncomfortable? Then they'll show you when you're eating there, you're happy, you're comfortable, but when you're uncomfortable, they'll show you eating there, but you're uncomfortable. Something is not right here. In the dream, they'll show you. Anyway, Mamba, Tobela, Togoza, all right. Okay. I dream of my clothes of my church. I hear a voice told me that clothes is hide my dreams. Okay. I don't know this church is right to me. Which church? Which church? You don't know which church is right for you, the physical one or the dream one? All right. Yes, so that is just that. Guys, we have 10 more minutes. Is it 10 minutes? 7 plus. We have 70 more minutes if you still want to talk about other things. So anyway, dreams, guys, should not be like difficult. They should not be difficult. Yes, they might be difficult in the beginning, but you'll get there. You'll get there. You'll get there. School dreams, it's just that you're learning. You're learning. Car dreams are very important because with car dreams, you know your state. A car should be driven. You should be going to where you're going. Everything should be right. And everything should be just right on the way. And if things are not right in the car, it means something is not right with you. Things are not right with you, stuff like that. If things are not right outside, your people are just showing you some things, my child, there's nothing you can do about it. It's just external factors. They will be affecting your journey, right? But if it is with the car, it is you, the driver. You shouldn't check your car properly. A car cannot just malfunction. The driver should be making sure that before they go in the car, they look at everything. Everything is all right. Everything is checked, the petrol and oils and everything. You're checking the brakes are working properly and the mirrors are right. They are pointing the right places. You can see behind you. You can see everything. The lights are they're okay. They can turn on and off. The wheels are right. You understand? You checked your car. Then you go there. There's nothing going on with the car. You're fine. Only thing is the traffic light stopping. Because they're stopping, you stop and you're behaving right. You're waiting patiently for the traffic lights to open. They open. It is, it's expected. If you get there, there's a potholes, like some of us, we get those potholes or when we're going home, and you know that this pothole, maybe you didn't see it, you got close to it, you saw it, you slowed your car, you didn't, because it just shows that you were not prepared. You should be looking straight forward. So anyway, you stopped and go through that potholes nicely, and if another car is not you, is someone who's drunk, is driving like this, swerving like that in the middle of the road, you slow yourself properly, you're watching, and you're watching, you're observing, and you let that man, someone who's crazy, just go past, and then you swerve nicely, you go. Yeah, people are just showing you that sometimes, my child, these things, they cannot be predicted. Things that might happen, it's nothing to do with you. Your life, sometimes you're doing everything right, but other people from outside, they might just be crazy. So you just know how to deal with crazy people outside, as in your life, right? So you just swerve nicely. Let them just go past with their craziness, and just go straight. You understand? But as well, you must know where you're going, because seriously, you cannot just get in the car unless if you're very, very stressed, you're really, really stressed, you just want to end up somewhere. You just want to get in the car, you feel it properly, you checked everything, you're really stressed, you just want to get to somewhere, anywhere apart from being home. That is your life in general. You're so stressed, you just want to be outside and be somewhere else. They'll show you in the car. So they'll show you don't know where you're going, but you just want to get somewhere, right? They'll show you, you're driving, you don't know where you're going, but you get somewhere, and they show you that your life is like this at the moment. You just want to get somewhere, but you don't know where. But always you must know where you're going, because we're talking about life metaphorically. You need to know your destination, right? You need to know where you're going. But even going there, you need to know how you get there. You understand? You do not want to get there. You've been helped along the way by your ancestors. They've been overworking too much. You do not know. So it's just that. When they help us like that, it means they're just showing you that it is your life is like this, my child. We are helping you like this. But as well, even you Can you be responsible as well as a human being and look at things properly and do things like this? Because that's how it is. Even though we'll be helping you along the way, but at least for once, help us as well. Just be observant of everything around, right? So you know we got you there safely, but how we got you there, you need to know. You understand? That is, I'm talking about life, metaphorically using car. Okay, the school as well. We're learning. We're gonna teach you about things. We're gonna teach you about a lot of things. We're gonna help you grow. Because remember, taking you to school, it doesn't mean they're taking you to school because you're gonna become. They're taking you to school because they're gonna be teaching you about plants. No, they can take you to school even when you have boyfriend issues. I've got a boyfriend issues, or I've got a husband issues. I've got wife issues. Your people are looking at you and say, this one. Yes, she's been complaining. Now I'm using me. She's been complaining and she's saying she's got husband issues. But our child, seriously, this is not even about the husband. This is about our child. My child, we just want you to learn something. We're going to take you to school so that we can show you, we can correct you. They take me to school. But look at your life, the way you're living, the way you're even talking to your husband. I'm giving you an example. It's not what is happening. The way you're even talking to your husband. Seriously, you don't even know. No manners at all. We're going to take you to primary school, start you there. So they take me to actually, we can't even take you to primary school. We should just take you to nursery, so where you start telling people what your name is. My name is Mulu Makosi Amakulu. I live in this, right? So they take you to nursery. You see yourself going to nursery. They start you there. You see yourself along other small children, singing nursery songs. The next thing they say, okay, you see, this is where you are at this particular moment. Your behavior is totally wrong. We're taking you to nursery to start you afresh from singing those songs, the nursery songs. I'm talking about when they're correcting you about what? About relationships. Then they take you to nursery. You see yourself wearing these things that they wear in nursery after when they finish nursery, the children finish nursery. Then they say, see, you're now done. From there, they say, you learn all right. The way you were singing the songs, you're singing so loud in that nursery, everyone knew that Mholma Kuzemakulu was singing. We're going to take you to high school now. We don't even, you're going to skip primary school. We're going to take you to secondary school. You see yourself in secondary school. You're sitting down there in class. Boom! On the wall, you see the manners. On the wall, they're putting manners. Now they're just saying to you, they're going to be working with you with your manners. Because physically, your manners are totally wrong. So in the dream format, you'll see they'll be doing putting you in a situation where it is directed at your manners, the way your manners are like. You understand? They correct it in dreams. Even physically, you start seeing, my husband will start seeing not going around, but seriously. Oh, what did you say you want? Did you say you want this? You see the way you start behaving physically because your people are correcting you in dreams. They've taken you to school. They started doing nursery. Now you're in secondary school. You see, then the next thing you see yourself, you're passing then. You go to sit your exams, you see pass. They're saying, my child, now we can live. You don't even have to go to university. You're done. You've been practicing very well physically. You understand? So that's what they're doing with us. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. I dropped off my clothes of my church. Okay, St. John's. I hear a voice told me that clothes is hide my dreams. Okay, I don't know if this church is right to me. I don't understand your dream. You mean your clothes is hide, like meaning that you have to wear animal clothes kind of things in this church? Meaning that the church you're going to is not what your ancestors want you to be in. They want you to go in the traditional one. I do not understand what you're dreaming. If the hide you mean like the traditional healer, like what the healers wear, like animal hides and kind of things. Is that what you meant? Because you could be taking yourself to the church that you want to go to, but your people want you to go traditional. And guys, remember, you can go traditional and go to church. I don't understand. You can go to traditional, you can do your traditional stuff and still go to church on Sundays. Remember that. You can do that. You can put your animal clothes during the week and Sunday go to church, depending on if the church allows it, because some churches, they don't allow it, isn't it? Okay, Tando, Gogo, do Abalozi use the same moral, cultural, or religious compass as other spirits? It seems that other spirits express certain behavior, but Abalozi accept all as part of the functioning of universe. This way of being makes it a little harder to relate to other people. Abalozi uses what? Expect certain behaviors, but Abalozi accept all as part of the functioning of the universe. My Abalozi didn't accept all behaviors from my side. Abalozi actually made me swear that I'll never do other things that I was thinking I might do. That's Abalozi. I don't know, guys. Remember, this spirits. It depends on what kind of gifts they're gonna be. What kind of gift they're gonna be gifting you with. Remember, some gifts you need to be living under a different kind of moral code, because your gifts are going to be different from other gifts, other people's gifts. Some gifts you cannot do other things, right? Let me just give you an example. If you're gonna be like, as a community person, a healer, right? You're gonna be making sure that everyone, people respect each other and stuff like that. People don't get drunk and burn other people's houses due to drunkenness, right? Drunkenness, and people start forcing people on Bible things and stuff like that. So your spirits, depending on that. So your spirit, if it wants people to be like in harmony, right? Meaning that those ones need to live like that, those ones need to do the way they want, because anyway, all spirits, I think they're like that. But the way you're gonna be, your gifts, if you're gonna be holding secret things, like I don't know the kind of advice example I can give you with this. The moral code, guys, is gonna be different for everyone. Let me not give you an example because I can't even think straight with this one. The moral code is gonna be different for everyone depending on your gift. Remember that. And I'll give you an example with me, because this will be the easy and I believe for this question might be a good example for you. You see, I'm coming out of the Manda, Abalozi. I'm still here to understand Abalozi properly. You see, my Manda spirits, they are to do with nature, to do with everything, like everything. We should live in harmony, we should respect each other, we should do this and that, we should do this and that, you should do this and that. Their moral code for me was that I should be caring everyone, or anyone. I should not forget people. I cannot just go forward on my own. I should be going forward with everyone, trying to push everyone towards with me. Otherwise, they wouldn't be helping me with anything. Meaning that if there's a Mandawi spirits carrying person out there, I should be helping them, because there's no point me going forward without that person helping them. And I should not be terminating animals, killing them. That's the kind of killing them. Or doing anything, even eating them. This is my Mandawi spirits. And my moral code should be as this. I should not even steal or even try to rob people. That is my Mandawi spirits, right? Even in dreams, they will show me those things. Their moral code is straightforward. For them, if I do anything physically, and obviously because we are weaknesses, they're galore. If I do anything physically that is against their moral code, they will have to be on the side for me to correct myself first before they come back, right? With Abalozi now, Abalozi, their code for me, they haven't yet just given it to me like the Mandawi, the way the Mandawi gave it to them. They'll probably give it to me. But them, they just wanted to make sure that I do not even attempt to do other things. One being the alcohol, working with them, because they just will not want me. They want me like with a clear, for them, right, mind. So their codes are going to be different. Others, they might be relaxing in other beat, but to them, they'll be like serious about things. But you remember, even their gifts to me, they're totally different, right? They're totally different from other gifts. And I understand why they work differently. But now, if you have the moral code for that one, and you have the moral code for this other one, you put them together, obviously, for me, for people who are dealing with the universe, I'll say they are the Ndau spirits. For me, the Abalozi, I guess all of them. I think all ancestor spirits and guys, they are part of dealing with the universe stuff, isn't it? And with Abalozi, it is easy to relate to others for me, because with my gift involves being open, meaning that I have to be open to everyone, meaning that I have to be an open channel to everyone. So I don't know. And when I'm saying open channel, guys, you need to understand this is not an easy thing. When I'm saying open channel, I started with being an open channel to my community ancestors. But with Abalozi, you have to be an open channel to all. I guess you could say it's part of the universe, isn't it? It seems that other spirits express certain behaviors, but Abalozi accept all of us as part of functioning of the universe. And I think they work like that together. Tandu, because when I remember at some stage when I was trying to help someone channel, the Ndau spirits were saying to me, like I call Ndau spirits a lot, like Ndau, when you're working. Remember, when I'm saying Makosi, it means I'm calling Abalozi. When I'm saying Ndau, it means I'm calling the Ndau. So sometimes you can have someone who doesn't have yet the, I hope the Ndau will correct me as I'm talking, who doesn't have the Ndau spirits. When you're trying to channel through them and all else fails, you can use the Ndau road. You can use the Ndau roads, and I'm willing to be corrected right on the spot. Ndau. You can use the Ndau road for someone to channel through, to come through the Ndau road, like through the Ndau road. If it's difficult for that person to come through on their normal path, they can use the Ndau, the Ndau road to come through, to channel through. Meaning that instead of just calling, ancestors, come now, ancestors, come now. You can, because Ndau spirits are open, isn't it? You can do the Ndau, to open that road for the other ancestors to come through that, to channel through that. I don't know how to explain it in a way, because I'm explaining it, thinking about it in practically how it happens. Now guys, I need to go. This way of being makes it a little harder to relate to other people. When I'll get my people. I'll get my people to come and explain the Abalozi properly. I'll read your message again and ask my people properly, okay? Tandu, and I'll come and answer your question in a proper way. Because I'm still learning about Abalozi. Well, I'm not learning now. They need to come and give me all the info, all the juices. Anyway, guys, I need to go pick up the children. So, Makosi, Mulumele, Togoza, Tamagu, Arhanyeng, guys. You have a great great day, isn't it? And Hanyang, Rohanyeng Kamuka. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you again.